howdy, y'all. Howdy, gamers. How are you doing on this fine Thursday? Hello, Yuka. How are you doing? I continue to be on the mend, I feel. I feel there's a little bit less pressure in my head today. I feel less sniffly, still a little bit, but I feel like my sinuses don't feel as, like, swollen, I guess. I don't know, or like, I don't know, it feels better a little bit. But sorry, as soon as I say that, I start coughing. I've not had a cough yet during this cold. I hope to God that's not what's next. Because, like, whenever I get a cold, it, like, always starts with a sore throat, and then that goes away after, like, a day or two, and then it's mainly just, like, congestion, and then towards the tail end, I'll start coughing. So if we're following that pattern, I might be entering the coughing phase soon, so I apologize. I have electrolytes to drink too. I need to stay really hydrated. Last night was a bit rough, honestly, on my voice. Like after stream yesterday, like my throat just felt dead. This music is a bit too quiet, hold on. Beats. Put on those beats. Or maybe it's just quiet to me because I can't super hear out of my left ear. It's fine, it's fine. But yeah, after stream yesterday, my throat just like felt so dry and sore. Like it wasn't like a sickness sore, I could tell it was a dry sore. Like no matter how much water I drank, it just would not feel better. And then I woke up this morning and it was still a little rough, but I'm trying to stay hydrated. So I got my not Gatorade. I don't know what the brand of this is. I put like a grape electrolyte drink mix in this. So hopefully that'll help me stay a little hydrated. And oh god, the coughs are starting. But we'll play as much as we can today. My goal today is to at least, we'll finish the one branching quest line that we've started, and then maybe get through the second one. Maybe not finish it. I don't know. We'll get as much as we can. Get a decent amount of the second branching quest line done. That'll be our plan. We probably won't get to level 91 today, because I know like 91 is when the first dungeon should be. We might get to that tomorrow. But that's our plan today. We're gonna take it easy. I'm probably not gonna do like voices again today, because I think that putting in more effort like that just dries out my throat even sooner, so I need to stay, yeah. We're just taking it easy. It's gonna be a nice chill stream. But yeah. I do feel slightly better today at least, so that's a plus. A little better every day. And that's all we can ask for. Should we hop on into the game? I need to get back into playing this game regularly, because I love this game. But Hades has taken over. I got to Hades epilogue today, so I think I'm missing like 3 Steam achievements still. And I will be getting those eventually. Hold on. But that's where I am. And I'm gonna need a new roguelike to like take... Oh my god! The coughing is starting. Good lord. It's fine, it's fine. We're so fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna get through it best we can. Asho, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. I think next I'm gonna play Brotato. I know that's like a Vampire Survivors bullet hell kind of game. I got it, it's like very cheap normally, but I got it for like $3, and I've heard like so many good things about it. Your AirPods just ran out of battery. No, I'm so sorry. Oh god. I apologize if you hear me like dry coughing. I can tell it's because my throat is a bit dried out. It's not like a chest cough, I can tell, it's just my throat. This is the most I've spoken all day, I think, in succession, and I think that's why I'm coughing. I don't cough because I don't speak, and then as soon as I start to stream and I speak, I start coughing. I mean, after stream yesterday, I did a couple roulettes. I did a normal raids roulette as warrior, and I got one of the panda raids, which I have not yet finished. I had to tank P2, and it wasn't terrible. Honestly, panda raids are not that bad. It was not that, like, at least the one that I did yesterday, there weren't too many, like, mechs to worry about. But yeah, I did not move from this spot at all, so we can just jump right back into it. I love the music. It's so whimsical. The soundtrack is not available yet, right? I don't believe it is, but I like it a lot. All right, we are trying to help them repair their boat, so they can put on a festival. So, to kind of like reinvigorate their crops somehow. Ottilie, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. But yeah, that is where we left off. My God, we're axe buddies. I remember before I started Dawntrail and Wooklamot was just standing in Old Charlie, and I took a bunch of pictures next to her like this, like because we're like matching. We're matching. Oh my God, Ida for once being the shorter one. We're the warrior girlies. Hold on, how do I look? Face camera. Look at us! We're so cute. Oh. No. Close that. Close that. Oh my God, Meteon, stop! I gotta get Meteon out of the picture. She's just flapping away. I probably should have put her away before doing this. I hope I didn't get her wings in that screenshot I just took. But it's okay. We'll switch back to Bard for this. Do I want to wear the Bard outfit or... Nah. I need a better Bard glam. I'll just wear this one again. Anyways, let's continue. The shipwright's name is XIV. He's an explorer who only moved to Kozamauka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbekby, to the east of here. And then Meteon comes and sits on my shoulder. She's a little angel. I still feel so lucky that I got the Starbird. I used to run the dead ends a bunch, like a few times a day, in the hopes that it would drop. It didn't for a while. And then I kind of gave up, and then one day I decided, you know what, I'll do one run of the dead ends and just see what happens. Starbird drops, and I roll a 99. I think that's the luckiest I've ever... I think that's the first time I've ever actually rolled 99 on any loot. Abaddon! Hello, how are you doing? How's it going? How's the Metaphor demo treating you? Are you having fun with it? Oh, it seems they have a place here where visitors can stay. Looks cozy. After I said hi, I played the demo for 8 hours straight and you're not done? That's crazy. I heard the demo is like pretty big, right? Isn't it like 50 gigabytes or something? And it's just the demo? Or is it like, do you download the full game and they like don't let you play past a certain point until release day? Or is it literally just the first chunk of the game that's 50 gigabytes? It's huge. Oh God, I cannot wait to play that game. That's just the first chunk. Holy shit. I might need to clear some space on my computer for that. Good lord. Look over there. Do you see that big winding staircase? Staircase? Wherecase? This is Okbekby, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozamauka from Tulialal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for XIV, he lives and works in the House of Waters High at the top of the large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Stairs are no match for me. It's game of the year already? Oh, that's so cool! I cannot wait. I'm coughing because I'm so excited. Yeah, I fear I may be entering the coughing phase of my cold, but that is usually the last phase. Although, I usually get like a deep chest cough in the last phase of my colds. Oh, these stairs are so pretty. This I can tell is just a dry throat cough, and it's literally just from breathing and talking. Oh my god, this view is so pretty. God, I love the scenery here. Yeah, I'm getting over a cold right now. I think I'm slowly getting better. I'm still a little bit congested and dehydrated, but I'm on the mend, I think. I think the worst of it's over. I should mention that Wook Evu isn't only a stickler for etiquette, he's also, well, you'll find out soon enough. We are hoping to enlist the man's aid, so it pays not to be rude in any case. Oho Kali. Oho Kali. Oho Kali. Look at this view! Sorry, bud. I know we're not supposed to be rude, but I want to look at the view. Look at this! That's gorgeous! I love that! And right as the sun is setting too, like off in this distance. Ooh, we're in that time of year where one can catch a cold easily. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like have been sick lately. Like in a couple different streams I've been in, a lot of people have said they're sick, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, it's that time of year. Everybody, make sure you're staying sanitized, hydrated, taking care of yourselves, get rest and everything. Hi. Oh, he has a horn.
What do you want with me?
I don't really use auto advance that often, but we'll do it here because I gotta.
Right. The greeting.
You got this, bestie.
Oho Kali.
Oh, she's got muscles. Sorry, that caught my eye there.
Oh, Kali!
Good job!
Good. You brought your manners with you. When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as
This
yours
music is so
ours,
mischievous.
The preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
I have no idea if wrestling a cold is a proper phrase. I think it fits.
You're Wuklamat.
Like wrestling a cold, fighting a cold. That all makes sense.
What an unexpected honor for old Wukavu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
No, it's okay, buddy. Oh.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not?
Buddy.
Your head.
It's okay, buddy.
I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with
So much
Uyuipo wood
mischievous
and
music in
a
this
certain kind of
scene.
stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
No.
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Can we somehow acquire this for you?
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable.
Sometimes I instinctively use phrases, but they might not make sense. Hey, that's totally fine. I probably do the same sometimes
I told you
too.
not to worry about such things.
Like sentences make sense in my
Alright
brain,
then.
but then when I say them, they
shan't worry
don't.
a whit.
See, this is Animal Crossing music to me. Oh,
What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems.
Stuntown, welcome. Wook
But
Evu, the living
that
avatar of
is
mood
indeed the
whiplash.
true purpose
Yeah,
of
I feel
lifting
that.
the wings.
How are you
Your
doing?
education is impressive, Third Promise.
I mean, we just kind of
Well,
guessed that.
maybe a little.
I don't know about Final Fantasy Cloud Tifa or
Allow me to show
OTP.
you where
Agreed.
to procure Uyuipo.
So true.
We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola, or thereabouts, and you should find the
The only other
stones you
Final
need.
Fantasy I've played besides this one is OG Final Fantasy VII. And Sue will play 16, I promise. But not before Metaphor. I heard about the
I've
new
been there
Class of
once or
09
twice.
game. I've heard
I
it
can
was
guide you.
a major disappointment, which sucks. That's very unfortunate that so many people were like let down by it. Yeah, from what I saw, it seems it was so bad. Yeah, from what I saw on Twitter, it just seemed very revolting and shock value stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I don't know if I want to even get into that series at this point anymore. Like, if that's where it goes, no thanks. I finished the Metaphor demo last night, now I have to wait 2 weeks to keep going. That's so exciting. It's so close. It's so close. There's like one good joke, but it was hidden in a sea of trash.
That should
That
save us some
sucks.
time.
That's very unfortunate. Man.
All right then, let's get moving.
Oh, yeah. You supposedly didn't appear for this. You didn't show up with all the rest of the candidates before. Or were you just listening in? Okay. I thought you were the other blue one.
Chosen one of your rivals is making
This guy.
progress.
Oh my god. Diablo 4 X-Pack drops 3 days before Metaphor. I know that's so... Sorry for all the coughing. Hi Amanda, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. God, yeah, so many things. That was my September between investigations, The Answer, Final Fantasy 16 on PC, then Metaphor, even though I haven't played Investigations yet. Principal was like, every 7 seconds an American school child is bullied, and all the kids would say something mean to someone and be like, it's been 7 seconds, so I have to. Oh, Jesus. You're lurking while playing The Answer? Good luck, Manda. I hope it goes very well.
Ihiana, you say?
He's playing dirty.
Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out.
I just say be like James Charles with the Hey Sister. Stop!
After all.
Yeah, she does say that a lot. Sorry, my voice. It's dying. Oh boy. I'm doing my best. I think it is just because I've been like barely spoken all day and I'm a little dehydrated, but I'm trying to drink some electrolytes right now to hopefully compensate for that. Rather eccentric fellow, but I feel his heart is in the right place. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Alkanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Where's the ether current? Oh, right here. First of 10. Yippee. So many ether currents to be found. We're so back. Yay! Where's the next one? Down that way, cool. Somewhere I presumably can't get to yet. Alright. Then let's head back. This little guy is so cool. I need to get back to extreme mount farming at some point. I finished the I think this is the one you get for getting all the Stormblood extreme mounts. Oh, battle music. Let's just listen and jam for a bit. Literally just standing here getting attacked, but I just want to listen. Okay, let's move on. But yeah, I got all the Stormblood extreme mounts. And I left off with the Shadowbringers one. I think I have Titania, Crown of the Immaculate, and Hades extreme mounts. So I need the weapons plus Seed of Sacrifice. But I like them. I like the Gwibes, the little dragon creatures. They're very cool. Then once I hit level 100, I can then try to work on the Endwalker extremes, because I am not doing them at level 90. And I think most party finders want you to be like level 100 or like have higher level gear than what you can equip at 90. Yeah, Abyssal Fracture Extreme 720, I can't do that. Zodiarc's Fall 710, can't do that. I could do this one hypothetically. Endsinger's Aria at 660. I could do that, but I'm not doing that at this level. And I think I would have to do that as healer or tank, because I think my aiming gear is 640, yeah. Southwest of here, was it? Let's be on our way. I guess we're heading towards another ether current. Hello. You can see the falls at the back of the cave. This hollows must have been carved out by the constant deluge of water from above. Kikitola is promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw Abalkisha by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half and I'll take the east. Sounds like a plan. Wait, is the entrance around this way? Did I just go the long way around for no reason at all? I did. God damn it. Eye-catching glimmer, hi. Just light. Oh, Jesus. See if I remember how to play Bard. I remember my Bisner, my Bisner. That's what, my opening is busy. Me trying to use the words busy and opener, Bisner. I can't, my brain is really not functioning very well today. We got it? Cool. Busy opener Bard. Bob, call that a Bob. And I'm taking the long way out again, wow. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? I did indeed. Well, I have to get rid of my journal. I have a long expired Wondrous Tales that I need to get rid of. Oops. He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. When the big storm hit, he did not survive. Fell on me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wiklamat's request despite your initial reluctance. Chris, hello! How are you doing? Thanks for being here. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. I messed up the emote. No, it's okay. But I hope you're doing well. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me. Now we'll walk it, for myself and for my friend. Aw, that's sweet. Nanosphere, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. Oh, thank you for the posture check and the stretch. I need that. Just stretching out me back. Doing a little C curve. But I hope you're doing well. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak.
You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
God, that scared me. Oh my god. Oh god. Ugh. Body, please get hydrated, please. That we shall. We're gonna do a festival. With that, let us return and deliver the Abakisha wood into Wook Ivu's waiting hands. Abakisha, yeah. Did I see the Ace Attorney section? I did see there's gonna be some kind of announcement, and I'm literally vibrating at heretofore unknown frequencies. I don't know what it'll be. Are we finally getting Ace Attorney 7? And are we getting a new game? Because with Apollo Justice Trilogy and Investigations Collection, all of the games aside from the Latent crossover, they're all available on modern consoles now. So the natural progression is to release a new game, right? West. Is it in the cave? It is. Yeah, give me something new, please. Please, please. Yes. No new remasters, please. I'm very excited. Alright, where's the next one? North. What if we take the long way back to the village, or the long way around so we can get that? Why not? Just straight up this way, and then we'll loop around to where we need to go. Oh god, wait, can I go underwater here? I cannot. Alright. Goodbye, doggy. God. Not having flight. You really appreciate flight when you're in a new region. I feel so slow. Is it up on top of the spiral tree? Northwest. It probably is up on top of this thing. Oh wait, no, is it? Oh, there it is. Cool. Slow mount speed is more frustrating than anything. It really is. It feels like a scam. Like, would I be faster just running with Peloton? With a sprint and a Peloton, would I move faster? All right. I know, it doesn't look right. It's strange. I'm just like lumbering around. And I'm on a couch that can't fly. How sad is that? Ooh, I could start farming fates. I keep meaning to do, I need to finish all my Shadowbringer shared fates because I want the Amaro minion. It's just hovering. It's not flying. Hi Yumi, how are you doing? Gap closer, sprint, Peloton, switch to another job for gap closer. Big brain. Baffle, hello. I've enjoyed Dawntrail a lot so far. Yeah, I'm loving the scenery and the music. I love it. Maybe I should be doing this as Dancer then, since I can dash forward with that. I'm gonna go up just to get that part of the map too. Okay. We'll get there eventually. We're making progress. That flower's pretty. I like the glowy mounts the most, I think. Like the extreme trial ones and such. Hello, sir. Oh god. I have your stuff. Where do I even need to go? Not up this way. Oh, Yumi, hello, hi. How's it going? It's up these stairs, right? Yeah. Stairs. Hello, hello. You're racing to the top. Me, I'm just taking the stairs. Job swaps are faster in towns, but I don't know if it's actually faster than mounts. Hello, sir. We got the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on fan for it. Alright, thanks to their promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uyuipo. What are the Abokisha? Got it right here, buddy. Oh, you live on the Leviathans. It's a quick pop over. Nice. These are excellent samples, a good quantity too. This stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the result should be spectacular. Now to get to work crafting these pieces for the float. I can use an assistant first in the arcane arts to enhance the Uipo's conductivity. And I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Akanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. All right. And back we go. You know, I could just teleport, but it's not that far, right? Ouch. We're getting there. We're getting there. Chug it along. Go, little ghosty, go. Go, little ghosty. Oh yeah, a dragon's best friend. That title that you have, Yumi, that reminds me of. I see we're in an ad right now. I need to wait till the ad's over for this. Oh boy. Alright. As Wookiee said, the festival really is a spectacle to behold. Entitled Dragon's Best Friend. The best person, the best random person that I've ever rouletted for, or rouletted with, was somebody named Goromi Majima. Not Goro Majima, Goromi Majima. And they had the title, A Dragon's Best Friend. I still think about that person from time to time. Like, they just won the game in my eyes. I come up too. I don't think we're gonna get to any, like, duties today, so, like, I doubt we're gonna get to the first dungeon today, especially since His Boss Maya's a dragon girl. Oh, I love that! That's so cool! That's so sweet. But yeah, especially if I can't stream for very long, we're probably not gonna get to the first dungeon today. Gathering the Iluipo was a trial in and of itself. Unless, if I just did like, I could do like a silent stream. First, Wook Ilu criticized everything I did, then he yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promised and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Oyuipo tree. He's reminded not to make this about the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles again, but Wook Ilu was kind of reminding me of a certain character from Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 1.5. I'm not gonna say anymore. Everybody play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It might be on sale right now. Please play it. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Yippee! One quest done. The lifting of wings. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Over there by the float, isn't that the third promise? There are the rumors, and the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that it will be enough to save our harvest? Oh, it's on sale on Steam. Oh, you want to play it so bad? Ooh, I'm hypnotizing you. You want to play the Great Ace Attorney so badly. I can't do anything that'll make Chelsea happy. Would you do it if it made me happy, though? Is that gonna put you in a little conundrum? My voice. My throat. A second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okana altogether. Maybe we ask too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Goanna out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. What if we work together with the other contestants? You know, teamwork makes the dream work. And we have to be willing to cooperate if we're gonna be a good leader. That sounds like our Koana. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for moans. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Aaronville's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. Damn. Sorry, one sec. Sorry. I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. Okay, buddy. As for us, we brought the wooden gemstone replacements crafted by Wook Evu. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Obviously Wook Lamont. Papa was the guest of honor last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with this hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? Our beloved Ihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wook Lamont, as our guest of honor. Huh? Me? This boat won't make me seasick, will it? Aw, sweetie. I don't think so. Do you see a sea? Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wook Lamont. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kuzanuaki, where the sacred likeness of Kishaihi is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear a path of dangerous wildlife so the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done? You expect me to sit still until Wook Evu is finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wook Evu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That'll lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. Hey, silly. With my lack of combat skills, I would only get underfoot. Happy hunting! Hehe, he's so pretty. I want his gender. He's very gender. I know, I feel like all like the male Vera are very gender to me. I'll get to work. By the time you're done mashing monsters, the float will be good as new. The Ihana procession often runs afoul of territorial creatures on the way to Kuzanuaki. We greatly appreciate you removing those threats in advance. Okay. Wait. I love this little guy, this mount like bouncing on the ground seems very fitting with this music. The float functions as I think it does. The float, did I say the float functions? Not be surprised if we're attracting the creatures, the concentration of ether being an irresistible lure. The degree to which, oh my god! The degree to which Wook Evu preserves his interest is remarkable. Apparently, his studies of the Kazamauka region were so invigorating that he decided to move here and immerse himself in the culture. Weapons at the ready. We'll make short work of this task. As Linohanu said, Kuzanuaki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about the bridges and the Stride of the Sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've called all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kishaihi. I need to hear that pronounced out loud. Okay. Nearest east. Maya's on the way home. No worries, no worries. Have good cooking. I hope that goes well. Oh god. I'm being attacked. We are fucking being sundered. I can never see the "we are fucking under attack" meme without thinking of "we are fucking being sundered." Oh my god, I hate when they do this. And now it's gonna come back. And then... Yep, it's on its way back, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. And onwards! So pretty! You don't need to watch over me anymore? Huh? You said to have this one with your pictomancy. Let's go, Kryl. Can I, like, pet you on the head, though? Is that fine? Is that acceptable? Alright, is this faster than my mount? Okay. All right. I think there's an ether current coming up here too. Look at us, I feel productive. 3 ether currents, soon to be 3 ether currents down. I feel productive already. Yippee! Oh my god. Ocelot! Oh my god, it has a... That thing has a very long skin stash. Look at that thing. Okay. Let's... Oh. This feels faster than riding a mount at this point. All right. Let's go. Ocelots are too curl for skirl, indeed. Am I okay? I have a cold. I'm getting better every day, but my throat is I'm a bit congested and my throat is a bit dry. But yeah, I am a bit sick. Do I want to get the ether current while I'm here? Let's do it. Why not get the ether current while we can? Ooh, it's so pretty. Northeast. On the boardwalk. Nice. Yay. I'm sure this is like a prime G posing location, huh? This is a really nice spot for that. Oh, I can go in the water off there, I see. The more you know. Where is our next one? Southwest. We are not going that far yet. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go down just a tiny bit to get this portion of the map unlocked. Okay, now let's go up. festival time. I hope it's voiced so I don't have to speak. I have to use my voice. Okay. You're a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishaihi. The Hanu deity of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. Very important crop. Makes you appreciate how much their culture revolves around the reed harvest, doesn't it? It's said that Kitahi was worshipped on another continent. This ancient fate was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent, then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linu Hanu, who want to know the path is safe for procession? Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell them we're done here. Ihana, because reading is fundamental. Good one. Meanwhile in Okanu. Oh no. Is the asshole up to something? Oh god. Why is it playing the Meteon music for him?
Sure we heard you right, old man.
The weird
Why don't you
Meteon
say that again?
ambience? I don't like that.
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing
Bruh,
to...
I cannot wait to brutally humble this man.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Buddy, no. Buddy, no. 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 Go, bestie.
Everything into that blow.
Aww. Yeah, it was supposed to be a vacation.
Better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you...
How is this man allowed to compete, like, at all?
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you'd like.
Come on, buddy.
Calm yourself, chosen one. If If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
I felt the stirrings of uncontrollable lust for this beast. What?
Sweating nuts.
Do people, like, thirst for this thing? Because he fills me with, like, pure rage. I mean, if we're going solely on appearances, I'm not surprised that people feel that way. No, I just want to punch him in both faces. I have not buckled Jaja's baby girl. People don't know how to buckle their Jajas. Oh no. There is a whole world that I am not privy to. I mean, granted, I did just start, but good lord. This is interesting, but you know, people do kind of like the bloodthirsty types, like Xenos. So, and they don't have to stick to humans. So, like, to each their own. That's all I have to say to that.
Lucky for you. Eh.
Oh, is it with the shots like that? They literally give us like an ab shot there.
Ugh, two heads. I see my Mook still clings to that loathsome
I want to punch
hope.
him. He makes me very angry. The Buckle Jaja fan art out there is something else. Oh god. I'm scared. Like, not so, like, scared, but not surprised. I don't want to say disappointed. I'm not disappointed. But, like, you know, this might as well happen. There's a meme of OGP sitting back and someone saying, sir, we have a very strong fan reaction to, and he's like, oh yes, please make available support we have prepared for Wuklamat's character and let her know this can be intense. No, it's Buckle Jaja. What? Oh, man.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Let's do it.
Yes! Yes, we are!
I feel like my perception of Buckle Jaja has just been changed. I'm still thinking about that. That is a fun fact. Anyways, thank you for coming to our rescue. To appetite the flow, but against that two-head, it may as well not have been there at all. Nonsense, you stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You're incredibly brave. Did I alter reality too much? No, it's okay. I mean, people like those kinds of characters, I guess, and you know, the species does not matter, I suppose. I still hate him, though. Is it float time? With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. He's very hateable. Agreed. I need this man to be, like, knocked down many pegs. He's like the Saturday morning villain. Yeah, literally, he's like comically evil at this point, it seems. But, I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be more to him, but like, he has two very punchable faces, indeed. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. I want to know what Zoralja and Jafarja is up to. Zoralja, who is that? That's the other contestant, right? The other bloodthirsty one. The blue one. Yeah, I keep confusing the Bakujaja's minion for that one, because they're both blue. But the contestant blue one has the fancy hat. Fancy Hat Man, he's the Hat Man. He'll be our Hat Man for this, because he's very elusive, it seems. I don't know. Ohokali. Alright, say quest. I'm sure the chat was filled with, we could just see nothing but Ohokali in the say chat on launch day. People criticize Dawntrail, but I think it's a solid expansion from what I've seen. Yeah, I've heard, like, people have different thoughts and everything on it. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be, like, up to, like Shadowbringers or Endwalker, since it is, like, the beginning of something entirely new. But I'm looking forward to, like, seeing how it, like, sets up, like, where we go from here on out, and I'm enjoying it. Ohokali. Hi. Can we get an emote of that? The vote is fixed. Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter them from it. I'm happy not having the weight of the solar system, maybe the universe on my shoulders. Yes, I like that too. This feels relatively lighthearted or low stakes compared to that. Although I guess you can't get much higher stakes than the fate of the entire star. Or nay, even the universe, because it wouldn't stop at just this star. I enjoy not being recognized by name and deeds on the spot. That's honestly kind of refreshing too. Like I'm just an average person here. Like you have to complete this mission or the solar system will be consumed by the embodiment of despair. Yeah, I need something fun and like low stakes after that. That was a lot. Depression and end time stuff. Welcome to Endwalker. Man, playing Endwalker so soon after Persona 3 was quite a choice. What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on all of us, but lifting of wings is a tradition, and a joyous one at that. You didn't have to have a taco about it, oh no. Happy Games, we don't know that. Oh yeah, the only bad thing that happened was that we didn't get to have a taco. And that's why we hate Bakujaja. From the get-go, he squished our tacos and made Wuklamat sad. So he's automatically on my shit list for that. Like, every new thing I learn about him makes me hate him even more. But that is such a bad first impression. I can't get past that, nah. He may as well have, like, kicked a puppy in front of me. Without Ihana, life feels so empty. I have good news for you, my friend. Oh yeah, I need to say this to you. Oh, golly. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repair should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? All right. Rathalos. Oh, I saw Monster Hunter World is on sale on Steam, and I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, but I've been meaning to try them out at some point. So I'm considering buying it. It's under $10 right now. So I'm thinking about maybe buying it. What do y'all think? I don't know. I probably wouldn't stream it, but I should probably expand my Capcom knowledge beyond just Ace Attorney. You never tried Monster Hunter either. Ooh, my brother has played a couple of them, and he says I would really like them. But yeah, the Hana were pleased to hear their festival is going ahead, I imagine. But as well, once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. She's gorgeous! Look at her! She has 2 eyes!
So few have come.
It's okay.
Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining
I was so
in.
close to playing Monster Hunter World, but I don't believe it's my type of genre. That's totally valid, yeah.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
I've also been curious about Yokai Watch, actually. Like, not just from the collab in this game. I first heard about Yokai Watch from the collab in this game earlier, but it looks very fun. And like, hold on, there's a dialogue from it that like makes me laugh every time I see it. Hold on, I gotta find it. It looks like sinister Pokemon. Oh yeah, the quote is, it was a tweet that said, "Name the hardest line in all of fiction." And someone said, it's Whisper the Ghost saying, "Now that we understand his tragic past, let's go remind him of it." What kind of game is this? What goes on in Yokai Watch? Ghost of Yotei, oh yeah, I know that was announced recently. I've never played Ghost of Tsushima, but I'm very intrigued now after the trailer for Ghost of Yotei, because I've heard so many good things about Ghost of Tsushima, so perhaps I should try that one out too.
Right. Off we go.
Let's go, bestie.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest.
The entire Monster Hunter
But
series is
this
basically boss
is not
battles, the
only
game.
winning.
Ooh, weapons are bonkers. I do enjoy a good boss fight. I do enjoy that. Interesting. So that might be to my tastes.
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her! Ready and...
Oh my god, I love their little marching.
I could get used to this.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
It can be fairly grindy with rare drop materials required for crafting new gear, so that's something to consider. I don't mind a grindy game every now and then. Like, sometimes I am in the mood to just progressively get stronger and stuff like that.
To
but
see
yeah.
the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Golol Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Is Buckle Jaja gonna sabotage us? I swear to god if he does, then ARPGs are up my alley. You're back on the Satisfactory guide. Ooh, I'm not familiar with that game. You have a cat sidekick? I do love, is it Palico? Because I do know Palico from the collab in 14.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana. The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Bird blast. Nobody expects laser beams from the bird boat! Satisfactory is a factory game in 3D that just came out. You have 1350 hours. Holy shit, that's impressive. Just you built your entire factory, get rid of the horrific spaghetti nonsense. Oh no. That sounds interesting. We did it! Look at those healthy reeds.
It worked.
It did.
Like a literal charm.
We did it. Why do I suddenly feel less congested now as well?
The reeds.
As I was speaking, I just realized my voice. Maybe it's just because I'm not like reading. I don't know, I literally feel like my voice suddenly feels a tiny bit clearer, at least my sinuses do. I feel like I'm a little less nasally than I was like at the very beginning of stream. Maybe just speaking is kind of helping with that. I don't know. Or maybe it's the way I'm speaking, I don't know.
Amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but the festival was admittedly impressive. I'm still not gonna do voices, just to like make sure things are okay. Even deprived of their usual sustenance, the Hanu seemed invigorated the moment their festival began. Ihihana is truly as magical. I told you, didn't I? Spectacular. I was too quick to dismiss the idea that the float had arcane properties. I think I wanted to believe that no one knew more about Ihihana than me. As it turns out, there are many things I have yet to learn. With their fields rejuvenated, the Hanuhanu too might finally replenish their flagging reserves of ether. I'd like to take a turn riding the float. What? It looked fun. Don't pretend the thought didn't cross your mind. Literally the first thing I tried to do when I saw that float is jump in it. So, you got me there, Alize. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Oh, sorry, please. Whatever. You're right, Blue Alize. Okay, Smooth Jazz.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
Is Koana gonna help with them? Red
I'm not sure even
Alphino?
the harvest magic has its
No!
limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Alphino is Blue Alize, but Alize is not Red Alphino.
Where does that leave us with the feet?
I'd say we passed.
You've got nothing to fear on that account.
How did you hear us from that far away? Sorry.
Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
Oh, is that what they call their babies? That's so cute. Little chirpers.
We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Why are you eyeing that shit, Alfie? Is that a Charlian brew or something? Charlian alchemy at work? Holy shit!
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
Thancred and Urianger, are you
You
serious?
see, Lamachi, this is why we need
Thancred and Urianger are assisting him. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Okay.
Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
You're all about efficiency, huh?
Always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it.
Hi Maya, welcome. How are you doing?
As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana.
Doing okay? Glad to hear that.
With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
Maya just got home. Nice.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Okay, but which one of us made an effort to get to know your people? Like...
So this is what they look like.
Crunchy.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
Can we eat it?
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and a giant Gengar plushie. Oh my god, that's so sweet! I hope you have so much fun playing that game. That came out just today, right? I've never actually played a Legend of Zelda game, but I want to at some point, but I hope you have so much fun playing it.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
Oh, brother.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn servant, of course.
Yes, she will. We're gonna get you on that throne, bestie.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
I've been playing Zelda since Link to the Past on the SNES. Ooh, nice. The only little bit that I've like actually played was like multiplayer Phantom Hourglass on the DS. My brother and I would like play against each other in like the mini games on there, but I've never actually played like a main story game. This is the first one you play as Zelda. I love that. That's so cool. Oh my god.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Alright, so you're cheating in another way. Cool.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Brother. This guy stinks! I shouldn't strain my voice. But I had to yell a little bit. Alright. Where has Baku Jaja gone, I wonder? What did his follower mean by their other prospect? Yeah, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up so, like, they don't know. Curious as to who these Archons the second promise mentioned could possibly be. Gee, I wonder. Two-headed troubles aside, Wuklamot completed the feat and earned a keystone. That's all that matters. While Koana seems a decent sort, he strikes me as a man who likes to keep others at a distance. My journey has just started and I've already met so many wonderful people. Wook Ifu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Lidu Hanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana and help others. Hiccup, sorry, I'm hiccuping. Let's head back. Oh god, ether current quests, I'm sure. I'll pick them up, but I won't actually do them. Oh, here we go again. I'm so happy. I love ether currents. Hi. Oh, that doesn't look like it'll take very much time at all. I'll just do that real quick. And I'm sure there are gonna be more, because I see there's another place that we haven't even, like, gotten to yet and stuff. Oh god, this feels so fucking slow! This feels so slow! I just hate being slow. Some mounts, they really do feel slower than just like walking sometimes. It's okay. Oh my god, stop. Do not interrupt me. Do not oh my god. Is that the end? That's not the end of the quest. I have to go all the way up. Fuck that, I'm not going all the way over there. Goodbye, I can't do that right now. I'm not going all the way over there. I'll do this later. So I guess it depends on like whether they're like floating or like there's footsteps. Like footsteps you can measure like the speed based on like the footstep pace and whatnot. But if they're floating, you can't really measure speed there. You can fly around, it's okay, Yumi, it's fine. Yeah, I think I would prefer to go through MSQ, like, by myself, for the most part, without any kind of, like, assistance or whatever. But yeah. Alright, what do you want? Okay. I should probably read that. Okay, you know, if this one's right over here, I'll do that. And I know there's other locations here, so it's not like I'll be able to get them all in the first place anyway. I mean, for the Ether Current quest, it's okay. It's alright. Alright, if it takes me backwards, I'm not going. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Let's be emotional support cat girl. I think for the most part, I kind of would prefer to be alone doing MSQ just for, like, immersion's sake, if that's okay. Like, I appreciate the offer and everything, but I think I would prefer to go through this by myself. So thank you for understanding. All right, one branching quest done, and then other side quests. Side quests that just keep springing up. I'll probably end up doing these side quests on my own tonight at this rate. Oh, viewpoint thingy. Let's look. Nice. And just like that, we found an Elector and won our first keystone. I knew it was right to trust your instincts. Onwards to Urkelpacha. Let's fucking Joe, baby. Chances are good we'll find an Elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic fellow friend has to say. Alright, branch 1 complete. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brook Evu's tacos to— Tacos! Can we have tacos? What is it you would like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkelpacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkelpacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. If only I could fly, but I can't. But do take heart, when it comes to rugged terrain, we have the most dependable solution available. Okay, oh, okay, what is this outfit? Riz Von Cute. That is indeed a Riz Von Cute outfit. Cats and dogs fed, let's go. Oh, they're all nice and cozy. All right. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Let me see if I can run an ad while I head out. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. Let's see. All right. I will be back in just a moment. I have returned. Now let us continue down this other path. Alright. One dog we're fostering is terrified of the cat because the cat bullies him. Oh no! Aww. My dogs, my two dogs, they're brothers and they're litter mates, but they get along as any siblings would. One of them in particular, Cooper, is a lot more attached to Charlie than Charlie is to him. Cooper's just very insecure in general. He always needs to be with somebody else. Like, if he's like sitting on the couch, if like there's somebody else on the couch, he'll move and sit next to them. He like can't be alone. Charlie will sometimes go off by himself and sometimes he'll sit with somebody else. He like alternates, but Cooper always has to be with somebody. Talking to a Pelu before we departed was a wise decision. I, for one, would rather not brave a treacherous, slippy trail on foot. We're riding alpacas? No! Yeah, yes, let's do it. Pelu all being small is confusing enough, but those masks make it almost impossible to tell men from women, let alone guess their age. Are these fluffy babies our mounts? Please. The Pelus, are they like just like the child here models? It kind of looks like it. I'm trying to see. They're like Lalas, but like not tiny. Yeah, it does look like a child model. Anyways, let's get on the alpaca. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. It's so fluffy! Aww. There are two kinds of people in this world. These animals can traverse Urkelpacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yogg-Saral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill-suits its qualities and where it's not needed anyway? Okay, nerd. Must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. They are child hero models. Interesting. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. Her face. Damn. Is my information useful to you? Very helpful, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urkelpacha, then that's what we'll do. Look at us! There has to be a mountain of those.
Poets of yore sang of a mountain
that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time.
There may be? I hope so.
Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who
I'm sure that's
claim
going to be
the
a
throne?
trial at some point. That's my prediction, at least. That thing's not going to stay locked up forever.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear. Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som Al.
Everything reminds you of the Heavensward regions, buddy.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Okay, electrolytes consumed. Maybe that's why I've been feeling better. Also, in addition to just being slightly recovered.
Oh, do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wook Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Hello.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watranpelo.
Oh, truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
Yay!
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyola. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
He is not buying that. Pun
Watch
intended.
fellows down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there!
Yeah, towards the giant etherite, buddy. Can't you see it? I attuned to the etherite here, right? I did it! I forgot to attune to this aetheryte. It's okay, it's not too far from the entrance here. I can easily get there. Ugh, shit. Palace crows are more supportive of her brothers, but Wuklamot's peaceful politics do have their quiet adherents, I see. I feel the change in attitude most keenly. While mayhap not to the same degree as the Sea of Clouds, the air is decidedly thin here. I could see more buildings down the path Bal Nok was taking. I wonder what's over that way. This is it. Watching Pelo, home of the Pelu Pelu. Wuklamot should have arrived before us. That's not good. Oh no. You've come all this way for the right of succession. Oh, so that means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn Servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And, oh god, keep Alphino and Estinian away from these people. A nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, third promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. God, I hope to God we find Estinian here. I mean, I know we met him already, and he said he was, like, going off somewhere, but wouldn't it be so fucking funny if we found him just, like, getting, like, smooth-talked into buying more than he needed here? Finest lady. I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Oh my god. What did we just talk about? Erinville, when did you... Ah, a Shatona from far-off Jacques Tarot. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. They have the mischievous Endwalker music again. You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was... Ugh. As I mentioned previously, the Pelo people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklamot fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Erinville's words of caution to heart. Level up, level 92, yay, Heartbreak Shot. Bloodletter Mastery, oh, Bloodletter upgrades, nice. Is that all that I got here? Right? Yeah, upgrades that to that. It's just a straight DPS boost, nice. You'll love to see it. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do, find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryl, Alizé, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamot, you and Erinville might try approaching the travelers and passers-by. Edelin, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Alright, we're actually gonna attune this time. I can't believe I forgot to do that in Kazamaoka. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Okay. The Dawn Servant's Elector? Oh, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it? Me, I don't care much for who sits the throne so long as they keep Tyrell peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once the arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I'd say. Thanks, bestie, but I'm good. Alright, yes, you were asking about that elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard there's a contest of it, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Oh. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zeralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers, in the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Through conquest, though, no. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zeralja or his policies, okay? Alright. Gemstones? Alright. Up here. Hello there, I'm Moblu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectful distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you, and that stuff stinks. It happened to a visitor or buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Alright, I guess we gotta find this Tobley then. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal, and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to ask about the contest. Now, if only they share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Okay, ether current check. Before anything else. Straight south? Alright, I'm getting that first. Torgal! I can soon play your game, buddy. God, I need to play 16. Ah! But there are too many. I remember I said I was gonna drop everything for 16 once it became available on PC, and then it happened so quickly with like no warning. In the middle of September when I have so many other games lined up, so we won't be getting to it immediately, but that's fine. It'll happen eventually. Oops. I have a treasure map that I've not touched like at all. I've like barely done anything with treasure maps aside from like ARR ones. Further south, alright. We're going back up then. Oh, sleepy. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. You got this, bestie. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is that part of the contest? All I can say is Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Huh, so it's like a game. It's like we're in a video game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobley a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. And you like stinky stuff, like alpaca spit? Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobley. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great, we can meet back here to share our impressions. Alright. Well, obviously I'm not Tobley. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobley is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. You think I might be Tobley? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is in that village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Am I Tobley? Yes, it's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the right succession? No, you're definitely not. It's the stinky one. The one that talked about stinky spit. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. I'm gonna say diligent. Ah, the worker's so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to risk the rip the mask. I can't read. Oh my god, rip the mask off? Persona 5 reference? Show me a true form. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you've correctly guessed, I'm indeed Tobley, head ledger of Watch and Pillow, and head rancher of the family ranch. I'm also one of Gulu Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Talilal saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Oh my god, if we guess the wrong one, are we disqualified? Oh, Jesus.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
Oh, you're here. We didn't see you at all in the other place. Are people thirsty for this guy? Or just the two-headed one? The Hat Man.
I am told the head ledger, Tobley, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobley. That's part of the test.
It's the one that you're talking to right now. Mostly just the two-headed one. Okay. Oh?
You're doubly.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge.
It's so strange hearing like a grown man's voice come out of like the child hearer model.
The number of possibilities in the 10th column.
Oh wow.
I think I have a good one.
But yeah, I know they're like fully grown adults, but like knowing that it's a child hearer model, it's throwing me a bit. You Hase Japanese? What's that?
You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Okay. You can do it, bestie. I believe in you.
While I've not had the
best
experiences with alpacas,
he had a deep voice. I completely forgot he existed.
Like much of a challenge.
I think most of ARR has been like a blur to me. He's got a deep voice. That's amazing.
Bring out the example.
Oh no. Aww, it's so
This
cute.
is a special kind of alpaca.
Oh
Would
no.
you please approach the animal, third promise?
You're setting her up.
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
Don't spit. No!
Ah!
No!
The little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks. I can't.
Oh no. Rip. Where do you salute if you are wearing a ball cap?
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see.
Oh, that's
making it an effective
disgusting.
deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild Valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but beatable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
Why don't you make the other guy do it?
The task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only.
Oh.
Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching.
Okay.
The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Either it's to like help them get some new ones to like breed with, or they're gonna cook it and eat it.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Mm-hmm. You got this.
Are you all right, Orklamat? We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Sorry.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Judging by the volume of Wuklamat's scream, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Of course you would call it expectoration. Alpha, no, you fucking nerd. You dweeb. That is my son, I love him. Zrelcha puts me in mind of Garlemald's own exalted son. Of the two, though, Zenos was undeniably more arrogant. So this is our sought after Elector. I did say remaining calm was key, but the same rules don't apply to wild alpacas. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. Would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Alright. The feet of gold. As Wuklamat helped demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful, give me one of those then. You have to buy it? Had he perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. Oh, brother. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting that to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more! We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million, so we're looking at 100 times more. Alright, I panicked and got it confused with Alphino's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned about the peddler profession. My voice is feeling a lot better. I think just... Huh. If it's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guide the claimants toward the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wuklamat goes alone to capture her alpaca, she's free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas, okay. Gladly, although, Edelin, I think you should go with Wuklamat. We've seen markets and bazaars that roll it over, and surely have sage advice to share. I can give Bard advice right now. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Edelin anyway. I better keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Alright. Tending the alpacas are we? I had some experience with that when I was younger. I have every confidence you'll come back with a saddle. Turning 100 pel worth of wool into a 10,000 pel saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I'd expect from the head of a merchant clan. I'd worry if it was just Wuklamat about, but it sounds like Mablu knows a thing or two about trading. Alright, onward we go. With my grounded Gwyber. The Gwyber faces are so silly. Oh. Hold on. Let me get a better view. Look at its face. Its little eyeballs. Now it's kind of hidden by my camera. It's so silly. All right. Hello, sir. Can I offer you some wool in this trying time? Oh, not this music. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. His face. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. Leather? Oh, and what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on, did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle's going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. Oh my god, buddy. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition will see my business proper. Zaraja will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. I'm sure you're not gonna do the same to him, huh? It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Oh my god. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long if people are suffering and dying, as long as I get money. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these probably pray for your victory, Wuklamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Literally, he's extorting us! Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the second promise envisions. They become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced the first promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. Well, what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yakoi ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn's servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddlemaker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I may not have the head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Talilal on the line. And neither will I. We will make you Dawn's servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration, so let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Of course, the Weaver! Balnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Alright, out we go. This is a spot. After Balnox talked to us, he walked off to the south. Now he's probably going to Ikulvlo's Inn. Most visitors to Washington Hollow end up staying there. Let's go and check. Is that where our ether current is? Oh, it's north. Oh well. There might be one south too. There we go. Ether current. Even further south, but that's okay. Can I have that basket? Here you go. Thanks, now let's see if we can turn a profit. Balnock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? There a promise you wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Thanks, buddy. Peace and Taral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer one that pledged to preserve that peace would win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel, in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Ballknock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Edelin remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Looked back for a second and saw Ranthalos. I do have a Ranthalos. There is a Monster Hunter collab in this game that I have as a mount. Speaking of which, I am thinking of maybe buying my first Monster Hunter game. I don't know. I'm thinking. Here, Edelin, you take the poncho. If I lost somehow, Arenville would never let me hear the end of it. If I lost it somehow. My mouth is starting to feel dry. My voice feels better, but my mouth feels dry, and if I drink any more water, I feel like I'm going to explode. My stomach kind of hurts now from drinking, like... Oh, excellent trade. Oh god, do I actually have to do this? Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock its shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? You have World and Rise, but I haven't played much of them. Ooh, I saw World is on sale right now on Steam, which is why I'm thinking. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. You find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamuja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamuja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamuja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Okay. You already have a poncho. You don't have any... You're not wearing a poncho. No coat or cloak, but also no weapon? Let's see. We're bartering, baby! Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tulilal and was dressed quite smartly, all the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. I'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade. One of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Oh, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful, a fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's Mate Garden, for one. Her field hands use haftets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tools I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Let's go! Alright, alpaca travel. Uh-oh, let's go. These ones will be the calm type, right? I guess we'll find out when we get there. Let's go. Well done recognizing that Toolmaker is a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. I'll pass, but okay. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. Noted. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Moblu has so kindly provided. Where are we going? Something... garden... coffee grounds. I don't know if because if we're going like straight down, I want to get this ether current that's down here first, if I can. Watch me end up going this way for the quest anyway. Or on the way, it's probably all the way down there actually. It's not up here, is it? Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Let's go. We're on an alpaca! Let's go! Look at us! They're prancing! How far are we going? Learning about the peddler profession. The Princy. Oh, what's wrong, sweetie? That is her dream, to be a peddler. Oh, no cactar. Oh god, not the cactars again. Oh, that is quite a trek. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikovlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you there, Promise? That I was. And perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobley took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them. Yes, and everyone works hard at their choices, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. But here I am, the only one waiting to go off and be a merchant. He would want you to follow your dreams! I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season. Is it mate or is it mate? I don't know. Mate harvesting? I can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wuklamot's way with people and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. Oh, second one, mate? Okay, good to know, thank you. That's Meeplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the third promise and let's get to bargaining. That does a spiky tree bush thing. Spiky foliage. Here you go. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're me, Blue, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. The deal would bring us no closer to the mess call, unless there's somebody that needs the mate seeds, or, I don't know. Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuk-Lamat. That's why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. What about this then? If we were to help you bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kawana's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Add a value to tip the scales. How could I forget one of the most important basic rules of trading? Oh my god, I'm adding words. You can rest wherever you like, Mabu. Idolin and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields, then in mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Alright. They're all up that way, okay. Ether current. Straight up this way. I see this one here. Alright. Hippo cart. I need to get back to doing society quests. These are the last 2 that I don't have maxed out, and I need to get motivated to start working on them again. Alright. Alright. Let's harvest. Okay. All right. Let me do this. We're flying, but we can't actually fly. Okay. Here you go. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions, though. Here, we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate. Bought at the shop, 1 sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Alright. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. We're halfway there. We can somehow double it, but we need a very it's not just the value, we need a very specific thing. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we can come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best for the rest of your harvest. Let's go. Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Toby's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Toby to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? I'm sure he'd be supportive. Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do that. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Toby held the same opinion, so talk to him. Yeah! You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. Alright. But first we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Alright! Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Aww. It's okay, you're doing amazing. Aww. She also doubts herself, just like you did there. It's okay. Of course I am. I'm Luke Lamont of the Dawn's Promise, after all. You got this, bestie. I believe in you. Alright. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Arenville's point. Alright. Distillery. Where is that? Back here. I'm teleporting. Thank God I remembered to attune. I want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to the people in the distillery, Eden, perhaps Luke Lamont could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Alright. Was there a hunt train in here? Because a lot of people just, like, teleported here and went flying off. Or maybe people are fate farming. Maybe they're... No, there's a fate there. I see some people hovering about in the sky. Or maybe there is about a hunt train, like, about to start or something. What are they all doing up there? Huh. And I see a sightseeing spot. Hunt trainer S rank, maybe. Ooh, S rank. Nice. How the hell do I get up there? You know, I'm not even gonna bother. Not until I can fly myself. Me? I'm a chef from Talialol. I often come by here to buy Gobley's mezcal, the finest in Tyrol according to my customers. If He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree with whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations. Also, I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Okay, here. Gobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to a place for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, he'll be laughed at a sun perch. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Oh my god, there are so many people here, oh god! Good luck, everyone! I hope your hunts are spectacular. Alright. This way. Okay, the deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. Let's go up there. I'm also just gonna check the quest progression line real quick because my stomach is starting to hurt a little bit, probably from drinking too much liquid. I was hoping, hold on. I was hoping I could finish this quest line today. If it's close to finishing, we'll finish it. I just wanna make sure it's, hold on. Oh god, I think my quest tracker is no longer functioning for the Dawntrail one. Hold on. Because, if it's just one or two more quests, I'll do it to the end of this one, but my stomach is feeling a bit, oh boy. Okay, it looks like there's 2 more after this one. I think we can do that. I think we can do it. Alright, we're fine. I'm so sad, after the quest guide, the quest guide, they deleted their account, no! I loved those quest guides, they were so good! And they literally laid out everything. Oh god, now my frame rate is dead. They laid out everything. It was so easy to keep track of what I had done and what I hadn't done. I'm so upset. You have business with him, madam? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Oh, look, he's just running and he's milling. Now what's this about? Keep it brief if you would, I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you though, it doesn't come cheap. I'm feeling ready to do voices again, at least to an extent. We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top grade stuff like the mezcal. No deal, mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. Well, now what? No deal, just like that? Still, I'd hate to say you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Ooh. We'll go with this. Can they make a drink with mate leaves? I don't know. Oh, it's an A rank. Someone just shouted in Kugane. Oh, cool. I appreciate your hostility, but not hospitality, not hostility. Those are two entirely different words. Why do I have such a hard time reading when it comes to this game? I swear I have the most, like, word slip-ups in this game than any other game I play. Why? I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers is the same, and God, my throat hurts from yawning. I use so many words that nobody thinks of true, like puissant. Can I have that puissant? Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something in mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Oh, you're right, absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but I did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? Damn, we know everything about you. As a matter of fact, yes, I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity, if I can secure the deal. I did look up words several times each expansion just so I know what they're talking about. That's so real. Lots of, like, old English sounding words. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Balak Shunsa. It will be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime supply for want of proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Balnak, and his works are highly regarded in Talialam. Okay, Moblu. She knows how to do this. As a supporter of Wuklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden ascension. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Now is it monster time? Monster time, baby! Say, weren't there monsters running amok in agave jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hireling sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Let's Joe, baby. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Evelyn and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Balnak. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachinpello. Be safe? Alright. Oh my. I was like, why is it lagging so much? Holy shit. Oh my god, they have the crowd noises. Oh my god. Sometimes this is a bullet train. If we get to over 160 people, Dawntrail hunt trains make me lag so much. Oh no. Jesus. What does it look like from afar? Like, how many things are in the sky? Good lord. Oh, they're off? Good luck, everybody. Good luck, happy hunting. I will see you off. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm not going that way. I can't. Northeast, is that where we're heading? Seems to be. That should be Agave Jaws. Let's go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. Oh, this is where it is. Yeah. Okay. Beats. I love listening to music. Oh, and I have my Heartbreak Shot now. Heartbreak Shot. Me when I get Aphrodite attack. No, it's Heartbreak Strike. Sorry. I'm very Hades pilled at the moment. That's Strike. I'm dumb. I always get that when I get the bow. I always get Aphrodite attack. I like the Chiron bow in Hades. Aphrodite attack with Dionysus special. Heartbeat. Heartbreak. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. It keeps on pounding. Oh shit, wait, that hadn't expired. Damn. Oh god. Me when it's dying so fast I like can't even apply my dots. Alright, where is this ether current? Southeast. Probably would have been quicker to just get the kill the other one, because I'm probably gonna have to go back to where Wuklamata is, so I'm gonna be backtracking, but it's okay. Next mark is close to where I am. Oh god. Blast. Boom, bar blast. Oh, there we go. All right. Compared to the creatures I had with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Why do they look like bloated? All right, back to the distillery. West. Okay. Those monsters are no trouble for you, it seems. And, there we go. Let's complete this trade. Let's go, baby. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobbly. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Baldnock, as agreed. And the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. Yeah, she's the MVP here. You're the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise, but let's not celebrate until you have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Let's go! Good for her! Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand, for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Let's go! Alright, let's get that saddle, baby. Even at the palace, I don't think I've ever had a 10,000-pound jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Alright. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start— Don't say that! Because it's gonna happen now! But I know the game is— it's not gonna make us do that. At least I hope not. I'll be stressing in real life if she said that. Hey buddy, we have your juice. This is it, the trade we've been working towards. Still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Call me Wayne Brady because let's make a deal. Having a giant aid carry you and the mezcal. Yes, totally safe. Definitely something you should do with a fragile bottle. Get your tools ready, saddler. We brought your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing! A few measly clumps of wool! We're smart. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. You're amazing at this, Mablu. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zaraja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Palu Palu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft you a saddle, Third Promise. Great! Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. Let's go, baby! We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pelt basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you, it makes me so glad to hear you say that, Third Promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Let's go! Wait, well the feed actually isn't done, because she needs to catch the alpaca, but I believe in her! It's as good as done. Because why would the game maker fail at level 90? Alright, let's go. Alright. Am I trying to hit the first dungeon tonight? Probably not. I'm probably gonna stop after this branching quest line ends, and we'll probably get to the first dungeon tomorrow. You've acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild boar friends so you can practice. I believe in you. You can do it. I know. This is something I need to learn. Look at this diva strutting in like that. Oh god, not this music. Let's go! Great sunken gods, I did it! Oh, he's so cute! That's such a cute saddle! He hardly seems bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Wuklamat's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. Aww. You're only now noticing that. Oh no, did he do it already? Zeralja, he's back. He got the shiny one, what the fuck? Having done exactly what he set out to do, hello? Bro just found the golden fleece? What? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. Watch that just be like gold paint they sprayed on it. No. Good lord. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? Well, I can wear a shiny mount and ride a shiny mount. I have a cunty dog that sparkles like that. A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours. Oh my god. Not everything needs to be resolved by force. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Tyrell can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. Brother! To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Okay, that's great. Yeah, the people must suffer. Huh. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Talia all those years ago. Oh my god, brother! So we're just gonna repeat history. Okay, we're not gonna learn from it and move forward, we're just gonna repeat it. Alright, cool. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. So, let me get this straight. You're saying, like, instead of maintaining the peace we have now, just ignite a bunch of wars and stuff to show the people that, like, yeah, peace is fleeting. Yeah, you have to want it and work for it, huh? Now let's try to get it back. I mean, I get, like, taking it for granted and stuff, but, like, did you think this through, buddy? But I've seen my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts, only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Guloljaja did not elevate the Mamuja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, The first promise has his gaze fixed upon a more distant horizons. He will unite not only to Lila, but the star in its entirety. Oh my god, this is a major red flag! Brother! World domination, cool, cool. Well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone. Yeah, someone has a favorite. Crunch. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Koana. I feel like he might be more dangerous than the asshole if he's got aspirations like that. I'm very worried. It's like we're not even family. Like, I feel like the asshole is just like, the two-headed asshole is just like, all talk, like, all bark, no bite kind of thing. Like, he doesn't have any plans besides just like, being, oh, I'll kill you, blah, blah. But that guy, no, he has plans. That's terrifying. I'll ponder Zaraja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. I practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Orunkanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wuklamat off on our hunt. Okay. West. Ether current up this way? Barbamole. I thought that said like Barbamobile. Is the Barbie car called the Barbamobile? Because if not, well, I guess Barbmobile is a bit tricky to say. Barbamobile, that's kind of awkward. So maybe it's not a good name. Alright. Ether current? Oh, I don't want to fight the alpacas. No. Southwest. It's up there. Cool. I am not joining this fate. Oh god. Stop. No! I think somebody else was literally just here fighting. Yeah. No. No. Oh god. Just let me get me goddamn ether current. Do I have to climb up even further? Oh god. How the hell? No, how in the... Oh. Do I really have to go the long way around? Are you serious? Can I do this? Are you shitting me? I seriously have to walk all this goddamn way around. Oh, brother. With my giant footsteps of shame. There we are. Yeah, somebody is doing this fate. All right. All right, it's hunting time. How deep do you think the valley is? I glanced over the edge on the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. I've never set foot beyond this point. The valley is said to be home to fiends far more ferocious than spitting alpacas. Orunkanka is a steep and treacherous place. Only those with the head large blessings are permitted to go in there. Zeralja may have caught his alpaca first, but that doesn't mean Wuklamad is out of the running. She can do this. Mablu's right. The least we can do is let Wuklamad know that we're cheering for her. You got this, bestie!
Good luck, Dark Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wuklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Hey, bud. What you doing?
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Oh my god. Are we actually waiting here all night? Do you really think it's gonna take that long? Jesus. Sorry, I thought that was somebody curled up again. The shoes fool me every time. I keep thinking that's a little person.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
Erenville lore?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the rite of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Let's go! Let's fucking Joe!
I did it.
Oh, girl, you okay?
You're utterly spent.
I mean, she was
It's
out
no
all night.
wonder.
Well done, third promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
You did amazing. Are you able to keep this one? Or does it have to go to the ranch? You spoke too much about yourself. Alright. Alvaro was quick to lend a hand with the dismantling the tent. Is this to be his new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood? He's slowly earning all the Boy Scout badges, or like, whatever. He's mastering all the aspects of camping one by one. Been out here for quite some time, and I'm glad Wuklamot was able to catch her alpaca. And Arabelle choosing to share a story with us was a welcome surprise.
I'm so relieved that their promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold.
Let's get money.
Wuklamot still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive.
As Moblu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. I'm just teleporting again. All right. Look at me. I am seeking. Looks like I'm doing the 07 salute. Oh, not the gold one. Amazing. Hey. Look at me. I'm also shiny and gold. Look at us. You stare into the cunty dog's eyes. Are you staring? This is our golden alpaca vision. All right.
Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Wuklamot can't be far behind.
Vibes? Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already.
I see you become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends.
Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas, what grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. Oh, I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Yay! Welcome back, their promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zeralja did. He had to be a show-off, don't worry about that. I'd be surprised if he had. Golden alpacas are born once but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulu Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Talilal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Akoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days to hear grandfather tell of it. Then along came the young Gulu Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Akoi in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Gulu Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Gulu Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yakoi's subjugation. He then turned an apprising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. A suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So was that a few words from Gulu Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard of the bond Papa forged with the Pelu Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga's not so detailed. Then you may not know that Gulu Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures. No! Girlie, stop doubting yourself! The feat required no more than that, third promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Yeah, your brother was just showing off. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's— No! Stop! Alpaca doesn't want you to talk like that. No. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. We should be proud of the accomplishments which earned your keystone. Crunch. Let's go, baby. Five more to go. You're well on your way, third promise. We would have been lost without you, Mablu. I cut her off. Yeah, you helped us a lot. Might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It's because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuglama. You gave me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Go. Speak your heart. Speak your truth. Whatever. Toby, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my words lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobli. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, third promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yakoi.
They once ruled over far more than just Urkupacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yaktaral and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yokoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated? We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. The mountains and the sky. What is this, Into the Woods? There are giants in the sky? Oh, Kryl, I have a question I've been meaning to ask. And since we finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? Oh. My earring, do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yaktaral about 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn Servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller from my merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping in feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Yeah. Right then, that's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Talialol and plan our next move. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn Servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. Yippee! She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. Well, you've heard Zeralja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wooklamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. Oh, that's sweet. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Alright. Feels good to have the feat of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales. Stop comparing yourself to them! Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. No, it shouldn't bother me, and gods, you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that... I get that, though. Comparison is a very hard thing to do, you know, to get over. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Expalia with us. The contest is hardly begun. Alright. Let's head down here. Finish this quest. Look at us, the contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. Let's go, baby! Branching quest line's done, level 91. Alright, that's where we'll pause for today. Tomorrow, we'll be live at noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll pick up with this, start level 91, and we should hit the first dungeon tomorrow, which is very exciting. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. I'm enjoying this a lot. And also, if it's during the day, I might have a little more energy, too. So I hope that's the case, at least. And every day, I feel a little bit better. So, anyways, that's where we'll end it. Have a great rest of your